Hello everyone, it's me, Anthony Couch, that guitarist on YouTube that just needlessly overanalyzes tiny pieces of music in the name of education and hopefully entertainment. Sometimes I get it right, sometimes I talk myself around in circles, but I have fun. That's the main thing, isn't it? That we all have fun. Anyway, Steve Vai, the Hydra guitar. Do you remember that guitar he brought out not too long ago? And we just saw footage of it. We didn't really see it in action. We heard the song that was created using it. Well, you've probably seen that is released the official music video for Teeth of the Hydra, which is using the 3-neck Hydra guitar. I think I speak for literally everyone who's ever tried to play a guitar when I say that it's just pushed the boundaries of anyone's expectations. Steve Vai, yet again. That video, I mean, I've always been a Steve Vai fan, but Steve Vai van. I drive around in my Steve Vai van. And I'm also a Steve Vai fan. I've always been a fan of his, but just seeing this video, I suppose that's why I'm a Steve Vai fan. A Steve Vai fan. Because he just constantly pushes the boundaries and it just does stuff you won't expect. A bit like the scale that he bases this first couple of melodies off, that I'm going to talk about in a second. But before I get on to this weird and wacky, wonderful scale that he uses, I want to know down there in them comments, this is a very important question for me, do you think that music theory can be overanalyzed a little bit? Do you think sometimes that people just play stuff because they like the way it sounds? Or do you think that there's always a reason? I teach, so I like to have a reason to compartmentalise things. It's not healthy, but I enjoy it. Do you think you can overanalyse music too much? Okay, so Steve Vai playing this song. There is a bass line. To begin with, the bass line is very simple. It's the note A. He's got what looks like the bass. His third neck is a 4-string bass, and he's playing a high A followed by a low A. Bam, bom, bam, 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 bom, to some kind of pattern. And then he comes in with this melody. Now, before I even get on to analysing the scale, did you see what he just did then? Have another look. Did you miss it? Here it is again. Picks the open string with his little finger of his left hand, which just seems like a no-brainer really, because his hand is going to be busy doing other stuff, but I've never ever seen that. I'm sure other players have done that. Picked the strings with the fretting hand. You do it a bit with legato, but to do it on an open string is just ingenious. Really clever. But anyway, talking about the scale itself, I talked myself around in so many circles when it came to this scale. Because I first heard it and I was analysing it and thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to make a video out of this. And I thought, oh well, it's an E Phrygian sound over an A note, which is interesting in itself, because I would usually associate strong modal sounds with their corresponding bass pitch, if you get what I mean, that you'd play an E and then over the top play E Phrygian stuff like that. But he's playing an A and then comes in with this thing. That is about as Phrygian as it gets. That's an E Phrygian sound to me. Notes of E Phrygian: E, F, G, A, B, C, D and E. It's enharmonic to C major, so there's no sharps or flats. But listen to the note that he ends on. A B flat. A B flat in the middle of E Phrygian. Now, I didn't say B flat was in this scale. And again, I can't talk for Steve Vai. He might have some weird, crazy, wonderful scale that he's working with, but this really got me thinking. Because when we think about B flat, going from E to E, but only having a B flat, I'm thinking of two things that could be possibilities here. Number one, that he switches momentarily at that upper end to E Locrian. E Locrian definitely has a B flat. E, F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E. It is a Phrygian, E Phrygian, but with a flattened fifth, in other words. But another way of thinking about this is that E Locrian, E, F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, is the same notes as what you would find in A Phrygian. A, B flat, C, D, E, F, G, A. Okay, yes. This is the part where I just go overanalyze tiny little details of music. I do like to laugh to myself and think Steve Vai just probably sat there and thought, that sounds cool, I'll use it. But we know Steve Vai, we know that he's put a lot of thought into every single note. So I'm just enjoying getting it wrong, I suppose. It's making me think, and hopefully this video is making you think about theory as well. It doesn't matter if I'm wrong, as long as what I'm saying is right, if you get what I mean. As long as it's a possibility, it's an explanation that works in my head. Because that's what creates influence, doesn't it? If you listen to something and you interpret it a little bit differently to what they were intending, you create your own thing then. And they don't know that you just stole their music. Okay, anyway, here's a little snippet of what you would expect. If you've got the notes A, you know, this bass line, just a nice drone almost, that you would expect A minor stuff to come in, a bit like this. But you can hear in his opening phrase and the phrase that follows, which I would say again is probably A Phrygian, or is it E Locrian? He's doing all this stuff, but he's doing it within the same melody. You hear a lot of tonal shifting, key changing, weird parallel scales and all that crazy stuff in fusion and jazz, but he's doing it within just his opening phrase. It just sets you up for a weird adventure. Just that one B flat is enough to just make you wonder where he's going with the rest of the solo, because of course the song doesn't remain in this key and these chords, it goes on to some other crazy stuff. But here's a quick example of me playing very much E Phrygian stuff, followed by, I was envisioning this as E Locrian. When I add that B flat, you'll see, and you'll definitely hear when I add that B flat. This is one of my favourite things to do, to apply music theory to songs that I really like and to sometimes get it right, sometimes get it wrong. What do you think? Maybe some people have got better ideas as to what might be going on. Is there a scale that you know of that has got E, F, G, A, B and B flat? Sorry, I should have put B flat first, but E, F, G, A, B flat, B, C, D, E. I know some bebop scales have got chromaticism within some of those scales. That might account for it. I'm not sure, but let me know if you know. Anyway, the biggest takeaway that I've got from this, whether it's correct or incorrect, and it's something that you can think about as well, is very much similar to what I was talking about with the Joe Satriani video that I did not too long ago, with the shifting pitch axis. I suppose that's what people call it. I think that coin was phrased. That phrase was coined by Joe himself, I think. That's what I take away from this opening melody of this song, this like 10 seconds worth of music. That if you've just got the note A, you're free to play whatever you want. to my ear, it sounded like Steve Vai shifted from Phrygian to Locrian within the same melody, creating his own scale, or a scale that he knows of that I don't, which is highly likely. I'm going to call it the Hydra scale. This is me using the Hydra scale. Playing E Phrygian with a B flat in there sometimes. I can't put it any simpler than that. Weird sound. B flat. Interesting, hopefully. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, let me know down there, can music be overanalyzed a bit too much? I'm starting to think maybe. Anyway, I've been Anthony Couch, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video when I'll analyse another 5 seconds of music to the point where it's not fun for anyone anymore. See you next time!